John, defeated by 2-0 this afternoon. What were your thoughts on the game?
We don't like losing. I'm not going to be a good loser. I think anyone who's a good loser is an indicator of a loser. So we have to lose with dignity. You know, we have to accept it. That, you know, some days you've got to applaud the opposition. I thought they were better than us today. There wasn't a great deal in the game, but I thought they were up for a little bit more than us in the first half. They capitalised on the elements of luck that they had, and took the chance as well. And to be honest, we didn't really threaten them enough. We've had a headed chance by Billy, and you know, we probably should have had a penalty, but you know, they've absorbed what we could throw at them in the second half, and you know, take your hat off them and applaud them for the win, and let's hope we showed them a different animal in 10 days' time. But from the way their players were celebrating and some of the comments they've made coming down the bench, coming down the tunnel, I think that they're maybe celebrating a little bit prematurely.
First half in particular just looked a little sluggish. Is there any sort of explaining that?
Sometimes you can't put your finger on it. You've got to give them credit. You know, they were at it. They were on the front foot. They closed us down. There wasn't a great deal in the game. You know, there's 2 shots gone on our goal and both of them have gone in. Yeah, I've got to say, I thought the second goal, I thought they've worked it well. From us defensively, it's poor, but you know, you've got to give them credit. It was a good move from them, and it's a good finish. So, and as I say, I thought they were the better team today, so I've got no complaints about the result. But I'm not going to be a good loser. Tough
for young Ross Etheridge, who's not really had a save to make and has conceded twice.
I thought Ross played well. You know, I thought he commanded his box, and you know, we knew that Carlisle are capable of being very direct when they want to be, and they were today. You know, they must have thrown 20 throw-ins into our box, and we've dealt with them quite well. Apart from, you know, we haven't dealt with a free kick, and that's disappointing. And you know, whether it was a free kick or not, we've got to defend it better.
Brad Halliday, you lost him at half time. He seemed to be bleeding pretty profusely. How is he?
Well, I mean, the lads insist that he didn't do it on purpose, but it's a flailing arm, and you know, for it not to be a foul, for the referee not to see it, you know, you go onto a football pitch, you should be protected. And then there's a foul in the second half with a wave of an arm in someone's face and goes unpunished apart from a free kick. So sometimes things go for you, sometimes they go against you. And you know, today, all credit to Carlisle. Anything that went for them, they capitalised on today, and that's why they were worthy winners.
Second half, you did seem to perk up and put a bit of pressure on. Was the crucial moment when you didn't get the penalty? Keeper spills it. It's a tap in for Billy Key and he goes down. Possibly,
or it's you know, Billy's header as well. I think that was a good chance. But you know, I think it might have been a false reading on the game because they've got the 2-0 lead and they're defending it. So they might have played a little bit different. But you know, you can't win every game you play, as much as we'd like to. But we try to. We've come here today to try and win the game, and we'll try and win on Saturday, and we'll try and win when we play on Tuesday. But I'd like to think they'll see a different Accrington, and you know, maybe we'll get the rub of the game.
And I know you expected to be a focal point for some Carlisle supporters today. How was it down here?
No problem with me, you know. You know, people will read into whatever they want to read into. I think anybody who knows football, anybody who's sensible about football, will know that the comments are made with genuine football comments. That has a very, very valid point, and lots of people in the game have rubber stamped them and agreed entirely with me. And I think when the Carlisle fans look back at the cold light today, they might realise that having to play away from home in home games hasn't been to their advantage, and that was the point I was making.
And you just mentioned, look, you know, going forward, another home game at the weekend, it's a big opportunity.
Well, we've got 20 games to go. You know, it shows you how far we come when the celebration's going on today. Little Accrington against the big Carlisle, and it looked the other way around, so good.